What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Let's go ahead and break down one of the longest trades I've ever been in. I've been in this trade since I think the 5th. Yeah, the 5th. And before I break it down, just to prove to you that I actually have been in this trade, it's not me analyzing the market after the fact. Here you can see the screenshot of a little bit after I entered the trade right here on January 5th. Let's go ahead and just break this trade down. As always, I'm trading structure, and if you don't know what structure is, let me give you a little breakdown just so you understand what we're talking about. So market structure is essentially when the market is trending in one direction, and if we're trending up, we create things called higher highs and higher lows. So this would be a higher high, and then this right here would be a higher low, and that process just continues as the market trends up. You'll get higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. Now, what I like to trade is when market structure changes, and that's usually looking something like this. Obviously, it's not always as perfect as that, but typically when the market is trending up, you'll expect a new higher high to be made. Then what are we looking for next? We're looking for another what? Higher low. But since that higher low doesn't get created and we end up going past the previous low, we know that most likely structure is going to change and a new trend is forming, and that's typically what happens. Not always, but more often than not. So then we create lower lows and lower highs. So where I like to trade is when the lower high or the higher low gets made when structure changes. So that's typically how I trade. That is what I would call reversal trading. I typically don't trade with the trend. I wait to get in right when the trend changes. So that is market structure in a nutshell, and that's essentially what I'm going to be showing you in this trade that I took on the 5th. So as we can see, the market is in a downtrend. We're creating lower lows, lower highs, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? And then we get to a point where the market's not really creating any more lower highs or lower lows. We just get one high and one low. So this is our first signal that price could be looking to change structure. So now this tells me this is a pair that I need to keep my eye on. Maybe give it a little bit more time and attention than the other pairs that I'm looking at because it looks like it's about to change trend. So now what are we looking for? We're looking for that moment when price is doing something like this, and then we get that break, right? We're looking for that break, and that's what we get right here, except the opposite. So if that's confusing, let me just break it down like this way first. Essentially what we're looking for is this moment right here, which we get exactly right here. Bread and butter. It's the only thing I trade over and over and over again. So we can see that we get into this consolidation, price is hitting the lows and the highs, back and forth, then we get a huge impulse, and when price is supposed to come back down to this low, as it would be if it was consolidating, it only reaches about the 50% way point, and then it starts consolidating and showing us lots of signs of rejection, which we can see with all of these candles right here and right here and right here. So to me, I have all of the confirmations I need. Structure broke, price is holding, we get a retest of a level that's been created inside of this consolidation. So as soon as I see this first big candle of rejection, I go ahead and place my trade, and I put my stop beneath the most relevant low, which is right here. And my take profit is just the most relevant level, which to me is this area right here. So that's where my take profit is. We also have this area as a pit stop if you want to make this like TP1, and this could be TP2, or maybe you want to use this area as where you move your stop loss to break even, which is what I did. As soon as price retested off of this with this double bottom right here, I went ahead and moved my stop loss from down here to break even, which now makes my trade completely risk-free. Even if price came back down and hit my stop loss, I wouldn't lose any money. So that allows you to kind of let your emotions get out of this trade, because you know no matter what happens now, you're not going to lose any money, and you can let it ride out and just trust your analysis. So super simple trade as always, just trading market structure. If you guys have any questions or you want me to explain anything I went over in this video in a lot more detail, go ahead and just drop a comment and I'll drop another video for you. With that being said, peace out.